Hello everyone, welcome back to codingscientist.com. You are watching World of Sensors using Arduino UNO and the expansion board, sensor expansion board from Seeeduino Grove kit. Alright guys, so in this lesson we will move on to another type of, you can call it as a sensor or you can call it as a device, but it's a display. It's called the LCD display. This is a pretty handy device. It's 16 into 2 LCD, which is actually a perfect I2C detect. I2C, two different integrated chips can communicate. That is called I2C LCD display for Arduino and Raspberry Pi or Jetson Nano or Raspberry Pico, any of the microcontrollers, ESP32, ESP32 CAM, you name the microcontroller, you name the single board computers, it can work, right? So that's the big advantage of this particular 16 into 2 LCD, high contrast and easy to deploy. So the 16 into 2 means two lines and each line has 16 columns and 32 characters in total. With the help of the I2C connector shield, which comes along with this kit, only two signal pins and two power pins are needed. Otherwise, if you buy this module separately, there are about multiple pins. You need to put it in the breadboard and wire it along multiple wires, at least more than 10-12 wires, connect to different pins of Arduino, and it becomes messy sometimes, right? So this particular the module, LCD module, which comes along with the Grove kit, it's pretty sleekly interconnected, and you just have to plug in three different wires. That's it, as simple as that. So you don't even need to care about how to connect these pins. So just plug it into the I2C interface. There's a it's written clearly on your board, I2C board. So let me show it to you in a minute. So if you see here, it is written I2C, right? The bottom section of the expansion board. You can see it's mentioned as I2C, 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 I2C. There are 4 I2C sockets. So you need to use this LCD display which comes along with the kit, right? So these are all interconnected, the chips are interconnected and the LCD display is interconnected, and the wiring is pre-molded inside like a PCB, fabricated PCB, which is neat and sleek. All we need to do is just take these wires, hook it up here and the other end to any one of the I2C. Either it can be this I2C, this one, or this one. All are same. So you can go ahead and plug it into one of those, right? Now let's move on to the code aspect. So I'm going to go to my GitHub. Just give me a minute. Alright, so this is my GitHub. So if you go in there to lesson number, what was the lesson number? Lesson number 24. Here you go, LCD INO display. So you need to go to Arduino sensor projects in my GitHub. Okay, in this section you will find the lesson number 24, that is this one, LCD display. Go in here and then click raw, and then you can control A. Actually this entire section is not required, you can even select from here. This is the main code, right? So you can select it, come back to the IDE and paste it here. It's about 30 lines of code and it's pretty easy to understand. Alright, and then what you need to do, you can modify line number 17 whatever you want to print it on the LCD screen. So I have put coding scientist, you can put it whatever you want, but it has to be within the character, within 16 by 2 limits of the character. So the maximum character it can take is about 32, right? So 32 characters it can take. So what you need to do, just go ahead and put coding scientist, or you can put your name, or you can put anything else what you want within the 32 character limit, and then go to tools. Once you go to tools, go to board and then go to UNO, Arduino, select Arduino UNO. Okay, and then go to COM port, select your port. Mine is COM6, yours might be different. Upload, And once you upload, of course we are not going to use the serial monitor because we are going to print directly on the LCD screen. So let me take a look if I am able to see it. I think I need to upload it. I haven't uploaded it yet. Compiling sketch. Uploading, done uploading. There you go. So let me show you guys. Let me share my screen. There you go. If you can see it here, it's too bright. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but you can see the coding scientist is being printed. Can you see it, guys? I think it's too bright. I need to adjust the brightness. There should be some way using the potentiometer, which I will show you in a later series. You can see coding scientist is printed here, right? Excellent. So looks pretty neat, looks pretty sleek. Of course, we can also use OLED devices, which I will show you at a later stage, and that's going to get more interesting when we connect optical LED displays. It's a pretty small little device. We can do ton loads of projects. Those of you who had seen my other series on Raspberry Pi, Pico, or any other projects, I have used OLED devices. So you can copy one of that and try to integrate with Arduino UNO with the appropriate circuit. So I can help you out. Think about a project what you want to build based on this particular LCD display or OLED. I will help you out systematically. Goodbye.